Greetings, BNI. Ed Crane here, your executive director. So, question that I get asked all the time is, what can I do if I'm not getting referrals or I'm not getting the quality of referrals I want? So I want to give an overview in this video of the key mistakes that I see happening. So, almost always it comes down to something you're doing or not doing it related to your BNI chapter. So I want you to think about what is it you're doing or not doing in the meetings and outside of the meetings. And almost always the top 3 or 4 are people aren't giving. So if you are not giving many referrals, how could you expect to get many? After all, this is based on giver's gain. That's our philosophy. And it's not just a philosophy, we know that it's true, so it should be a way of life. So if you're not getting referrals, start thinking about getting more engaged in giving referrals to your members. And we have a lot of training on that, but it boils down to listening, having one-to-ones, getting really engaged with them. So second thing is not attending, and that often goes hand in hand with not getting referrals. So people get discouraged, they don't attend, or they show up late, or sometimes it actually is a precursor that they're not attending, they're not showing up, and people don't think about them, or they think about them in a way that's really not how you want to be perceived. You're not being perceived as being somebody who's living up to your obligations. So think giving more, think better attendance, on-time attendance, actually even come early. In-meeting behavior, this is a huge one, and there are people who do things like tell jokes, interrupt, and they, well-intended oftentimes, but net result is that can make you less referable. So think very carefully about how you're showing up in your meetings. Also, how are you dressed? Are you dressed appropriately for your profession? Do you look wide awake? Are you happy? Are you coming in with enthusiasm? There are just a lot of different things about showing up. Are you texting? Are you answering your cell phone? Are you doing any number of things that are disruptive? I've seen them all, and I can tell you the comments that we get from members would shock you if you heard some of them, if you're doing any of these kinds of behaviors I'm talking about. And then being prepared for both your 30-second introductions and your 10-minute talks. It is incumbent upon you to come with a well-crafted message every week for your 30 seconds, and then whenever you get to do your 10-minute talks, that is concise, compelling, tells why somebody should do business with you, and tells who you're looking for and a call to action. Too often people come in and they just wing it, and they do themselves a disservice. So don't be somebody who's coming in and just winging it, hoping for the best. Come in and give your story of the week about some aspect of your business and how you help somebody and who you could be specifically referred to that could use your product or service. So there you go, a few tips for you, and we'll have a lot more, and good luck.